Alrighty, brand new year, new kingdom. What's going on here? Cornucopia guilds and the new expansion, Rising Sun. So we got lots of draw cards: Hunting Party, Imperial Envoy, Kitsune, Mountain Shrine once it's active, Daimyo, Ninja, Poet. Ninja's one of the new shadow cards, which means whenever you put it in your deck, you put it on the bottom of your deck, and then you can play it from your deck as if it's in your hand. So it says +1 card, and normally a card that says +1 card isn't really draw, but here, since you're playing it straight from the deck rather than playing it from your hand after drawing it, you're not losing +1 card each time you play it. And so this is actually just a bona fide, it's like a moat worth of draw, essentially. Where were we? Actions, Kitsune and Daimyo. Trashing, just Mountain Shrine. Plus buy, Imperial Envoy or Horn of Plenty for gains. And Joust gives you access to the reward pile. Potentially there's additional draw, actions, and plus buy in there. Oh. So, bureaucracy is going to be a problem. What triggers it? Oh, a bunch of stuff. Okay, so in a 2-player game, the prophecy triggers once collectively the players have played the Omen cards 5 more times. Here that's Kitsune, Poet, and Mountain Shrine. And those all look like cards you're likely to get early on. So I think bureaucracy is going to be active from a very early stage. I think if you subtract out bureaucracy for a second, it looks pretty clear that you build an engine that can play a bunch of Horns of Plenty, and then Horn of Plenty is just one of the best payload cards in the game. Typically, you build a deck that can play a bunch of them, and then the last turn you convert them all into provinces. And hitting 8 unique cards in play is not a big constraint. The potential trouble I see here is a deck that's gaining a bunch of stuff, playing a bunch of horns every turn, is gaining huge numbers of coppers. And like the trashing here is okay. It's Mountain Shrine. That's only trashing one at a time. Are you keeping on top of the coppers? Yeah. I worry that the otherwise correct deck, once bureaucracy active, might just lose. Like, what if you took a Kitsune or two, give out some early curses? They're dealing with the curses. By the time they dealt with the curses, you've activated the prophecy. Now they're dealing with coppers, and then you buy a province or two, maybe at a joust and get a reward or two, and then that's the game. That sounds like a realistic threat, and it also sounds like something the bot would be likely to do. And to add insult to injury, if you want to deal with that, if you want to build the engine, you got to be playing Mountain Shrine a ton of times. So you're going to activate the prophecy yourself, even if they don't play Kitsune that frequently. Can you outrun a deluge of coppers? I don't know, but I'm going to try. I like my odds better trying to build a deck than getting in a curse flinging contest with the bot. I think it's much happier in those games. On 4-3, I think Ninja Mountain Shrine would look really nice because you can choose when to play Ninja. It's a great terminal card to add with another terminal because you can just play it in the hand where you don't see the terminal action card that you opened it with, and that means they're almost guaranteed not to collide with each other. Obviously, if you play Ninja turn 3, you could potentially draw your Mountain Shrine off the top, but aside from that, Ninja is almost never going to cause an early terminal collision, but I can't win that here. So I will buy either Mountain Shrine or Daimyo. Second Mountain Shrine seems better in a world where I don't collide the 2 cards. Daimyo is better in a world where I do. So if I take 2 Mountain Shrines, there were 2 cards on the bottom. Mountain Shrine's only going to be, like, it only sees 4 other cards in the same hand, whereas there's 5 other cards in the opposite hand, so it's a little bit more likely not to collide than to collide. So the good scenario for double Mountain Shrine is a little bit more likely, I think. Daimyo, you do draw an extra card with it, so you have 5 chances to line it up with Mountain Shrine, not just 4. And then there's 5 chances for it to be in the other hand. The upside of the Daimyo line is a little bit better, I think. Daimyo is a better card to have in my deck. And if I line it up with Mountain Shrine, I get 2 Mountain Shrine plays and an extra card draw. Think I have it for the Daimyo? It's not clear. Okay, well, seeing this hand, clearly the correct answer was Mountain Shrine. I got 4. I think Ninja Poet also looks good. Poet also activates Bureaucracy, so I don't think I want that at this particular moment in time. Okay, I got my Mountain Shrine down there on the bottom. Take a Hunting Party. Alright, I'll take a Poet now. Bureaucracy is going to be active before the first time I play it anyway. Where are all my cards? Just going to draw something dead. Yep. I think it was worth it. I mean, part of it is the attack, but also the other part of it is you never want to draw Ninja in your hand if you can avoid it. Like, there's no value in having it in your hand when you can play it from deck anyway. If I didn't play it now, it was going to be in my hand because it was on the bottom of my deck, and so I was going to draw that from my hand next turn. So I'd rather get it out of my hand, so now when I shuffle my deck, it's going to go straight to the bottom again. Yikes, those coppers. Well, I'm realizing Hunting Party and Ninja don't play very well, because Hunting Party gets you to the end of your deck very fast by skipping a bunch of stuff. I can afford to gather. Do I even want this? Definitely want another 5. The 4s aren't bad. Is shop worth it? Shop seems okay. Like if it didn't come with a copper, I would happily take a free shop. But buying and gather means adding 3 coppers to the deck. Yeah. Maybe the answer is just another Daimyo. The bot's also got a Kitsune, so oh yeah, a Daimyo Kitsune. So I have curses coming in that I'm gonna have to deal with. Wonder if I should trash the mountain or trash the ninja with Mountain Shrine. I give up on attacking the bot, but in a deck full of junk, the discard attack is not the strongest thing ever. And if they plan on junking me a bunch, I probably have to plan on playing Mountain Shrine more times in total. So maybe having an action card in the trash benefits me more than benefits the bot. Like, trashing ninja is going to turn it on for both of us, but I think I might benefit more from that. Okay. Should add some sort of gains now. I think Imperial Envoy seems decent. It's gains and it's gains and draw. It's only helpful draw if I manage to line up like a Daimyo and a cantrip first, though. Could just add a Horn of Plenty. And maybe I should just add another Mountain Shrine. Like, I'm looking at 9 junk cards still. So I need to be playing Mountain Shrine a ton of times per turn. So another Mountain Shrine or another Daimyo to play the Mountain Shrine more often, maybe is correct. Like, it feels like with 12 money I should be adding gains. Oh my god, dang. Okay, 3 more curses. Surely hurts. Might have been a bad order. Probably was. I probably should have just played the hunting parties, which would have found me my Mountain Shrine, and then I could use all the Daimyos on the Mountain Shrine. So at least bot gives me 3 curses, I trash 3 curses. All we're doing is treading water here. Not even, because I gain a copper relative to last turn. Okay, let's add that Imperial Envoy now. This is not a good draw. This is not a good draw at all. The trouble is I need a village effect if I want to play the Envoy and also the Mountain Shrine. And the only scenario where I get that is if I draw like Daimyo and a cantrip off the top. I don't think it's even worth trying to make that happen. Yeah, so the bot is playing more or less the deck I was worried about. Kitsune, Joust, I'll probably take Province soon, and then start getting the rewards. That is concerning. Taking the hunting party. There we go. This is getting me somewhere. Trash a bunch. And I've got 2 buys to work with. Probably just another hunting party, another daimyo. I'm gonna need more gains soon. I was looking at these 8 coppers, and probably curses coming in. Maybe it's hunting party, Horn of Plenty. I'll be greedy. And it's already making me sad. This is just so much to trash. Well, that was a fortunate poet draw for the top. Otherwise, this Imperial Envoy is not going to be doing much. Hunting party. Hunting party and a daimyo. That looks scary. I'm looking at the curse pile and the hunting party pile. The bot has a horn and an Imperial Envoy. Maybe I'll do Joust, Province Daimyo. The rewards are not bad. I'd be happy to get some. And then also, given how low piles are, the points seem kind of necessary at the moment. Gather? That. Don't you have a Joust already? I'm not sure why the bot didn't just buy Province there. Which reward do I want? Well, Renown's actually quite good here with Daimyo around. If you play some Daimyos, then play the Renown, you could get provinces to 4, 2, or even 0 pretty quickly. I don't know if I should take that immediately. My deck doesn't feel ready for that. Bot doesn't have a province. I have at least one more turn before the bot could potentially snag it from me. Maybe just a draw card here is a little bit more useful for the moment. A Coronet. Now, there's no way I can use Coronet on Mountain Shrine and also use Daimyo on Mountain Shrine. I guess I could Daimyo the Coronet and play Hunting Party and... No, that doesn't work either. Just Courser. Which one of these was a Trasher? I guess I'll just take the one that's 2 cards and 2 actions. Ooh, that's a lot of junk down there. So if I play Mountain Shrine, Daimyo, Daimyo, I'll draw 8 total cards. I don't need the cards here. I'll just take coins. How do I have more junk than I started with? Oh, I forgot about the hunting party pile. I wonder if taking Renown would have just got me a pile out there. I should have thought about that. Take another hunting party. Province. A hunting party. It's a lovely starting hand. And if I just take Renown here and play some daimios, I feel like that should be the game, right? Just coppers down there now. Okay. No point trashing at this point. Actions, coins. I could power provinces here, right? Yeah, Horn of Plenty gain a province, buy 5 provinces. But I said I want a hunting party pile out. Oh, I was gonna gather and gain provinces, but province cost too little for gather. I'm gonna gain exactly 3, 4, and 5. Sad. Alright, there we go. The Von stack was very scary. I think it's playing this pretty well. I think the Kitsune was a threat. I didn't buy one, mostly because I didn't want to get into the sort of game that provokes. But I don't know that it's incorrect or anything. The curses were quite scary. The only thing that confuses me, and I've seen the bot do this before, is like it took the joust and then didn't take the province. Once you got like the rewards are not bad. The biggest downside is just having to buy an early province. But if you got a joust in your deck already, I think the province would have been worth it. But yeah, like Mountain Shrine, a bunch of daimios. Maybe Hunting Party is a pretty good card here when your deck is just full of coppers because it skips past coppers and finds the cards you actually want. Much better than a lab here. It only has one of them, and it went for more Imperial Envoys. That makes a little bit more sense with its deck because it does have a village in the form of Kitsune. So like Kitsune and Imperial Envoy kicks off your turn. Whereas if I wanted to add these, I needed to play like Daimyo plus a non-terminal action card before I could even play my first Imperial Envoy. So without the Kitsune, I think I definitely prefer just a bunch of hunting parties. Maybe this makes sense with the bot stack. I just really worry about a hand where you have Imperial Envoy and no Kitsune, or like Imperial Envoy, Daimyo, and no other action card. Risk the dud. It's a lot of draw if you pull it off, though. Yeah, I think the bot plays this one pretty well. It did have some poor draws at the end there. I don't know if that was just a predictable consequence of crashing less or if it had poor luck. But I was feeling behind for a little bit.